Hey, it's Jens from Another Perspective. Welcome to a new episode of Photography Ideas you can try at home. For the first image you just need a macro lens. If you don't own a macro lens, you can also use cheap extension tubes to transform every lens into a macro lens. Then we need a glass plate, I guess it's called Patron, and some candy. Dissolving candy in water really offers a huge amount of different photography possibilities. In today's videos I'm going to share a couple of tricks to really create some unique images. Pretty cool, huh? For this shot I used the Petri filtered with water, then I put the candy inside and filmed it from the top. But one thing is very important, because to get this nice black background we have to separate the M&M from the background. Therefore I have to lift the Petri up by using a glass, for example. Somehow the audio of this footage broke, but I still kinda like it. Here I'm going to show you what happens when the distance between the Petri and the background is very small. Even when pulling down the blacks, the background is still visible. And that's the footage after separating the M&M with the background. I really like this effect. What about you? Any ideas what I should dissolve in the next video? To illuminate the scene I used a big ring light. And because we are at the macro distance I had to close the aperture. For this footage I used f9. For the waterfall image we have to use a different strategy. Therefore I used the M&Ms with a peanut inside, because the sugar layer is way thicker. And then I turned the Petri around and took images how the sugar layer fell down the Petri. Therefore I also used this fish tank, so that we could get a clean image by taking images through the flat glass. When we're done with the candy, I got a pretty cool image which you can do with your smartphone. Now let's create some rainbow colors. Therefore we need a white background and an M&M of every color. To make the colors pop I used a white plate. And again a ring light which illuminates the scene from the top. Now let's just add some water and see what happens. What else could we do with the M&Ms? Do you have any idea? Why not leave a comment below and share your ideas with us? Before we move on to the next topic, let's do some time lapse. Satisfying or boring? What do you think? Now it's getting pretty cool. We're gonna take an image of our iris just with the smartphone. Let's do it. The great thing using a smartphone is that even at 1.8 here, the field of depth is extremely large because the sensor is so small. Wow, I really did not expect to get so much detail with the smartphone. But I don't like that ring light. Let's turn that off. To avoid so many reflections on the iris, we can use a small torch instead of that huge ring light here. Like this. Instead of a big ring reflection, we just got a small hotspot which can easily be removed in post-production, or just leave it. By changing the angle of your torch, you can create some depth on the iris. When the light is coming from the side, it creates some nice shadows. When you're illuminating the eye from the front, it looks completely flat. I have done a lot of iris photography before, but therefore I always use the big macro lens. I didn't really expect to get so much detail just with the smartphone. No way. At the moment I'm working on 2 more videos. One is about how you can boost the quality of your images, like here. And the other video is about light painting using those RGBs and the light chain. I hope that I could give you a little bit of inspiration for your next photography project. Stay healthy and hopefully see you on the next video.